Some things don't require epoxy. Well, it had to happen. I really fell in love with this piece of wood. But it's going to have to go in the pile. This piece is very carefully fit. Just the tiniest little gap between the underside and that bulkhead. Touching there, slight arc, all radiused off. And then I drilled the hole for the spinner to lock it in place. And I had 2 marks, and of course I used the wrong mark. It was perfect. Of course it split out on the back, so maybe that was a sign. That's probably a day's work went into this piece. The old piece with the hole in the wrong place, and the replacement. Still have a little ways to go here, and that's fine because I have to taper this so that it lands on the hull. Pretty good. It's hitting the whole surface. Nothing's ever perfect. That's why we're calling it Wabi Sabi. something right there. This fits perfectly now. It's flush. It's just hitting on that inside corner there. It's 1/8 inch away all along here. An 1/8 inch away all along here. So you guys might be interested in this. I've just glued this second from last floor plank on the aft section. And before I glued it on, I fit it perfectly to the spot that it needed to be in. And then I glued it on. And of course it glued to this cleat here, but doesn't quite reach this cleat at all. So I had to put another little mini cleat on the side of it here, as I did in the front section. Now when I fit this to this spot, it fit perfectly. It's lined up along the back edge with the next board. It's an 1/8 inch away from the next board. It was an 1/8 inch away from the seat. And it just touched the hull, the inner surface of the hull, right there. Right there. But of course, now that the cleat's here, that won't work. It won't touch it at all. And what that means is I've got to work that corner off the cleat so that it fits again. One thing I could do is I could just cut that radically back so that it doesn't touch the hull at all. And so we touch the hull with this board and it's held by this cleat back here. But a better thing to do would be to cut the corner of this cleat back such that it touches on the board and the cleat, and we get a little more surface area bearing on the hull. And that's what I'm going to try to do.